How you doing, folks? Swan Growers from RONS Beers and Tools. I got a beer to showcase today, actually an ale. It's a Bourbon County, it's a brand barleywine ale. It's a Bourbon County brand barleywine ale. As you know, they make these seasonal. This is 2017. I haven't had this one here, the barleywine. I've had one of these, the regular basic. I think this is the first ones they had, was the Bourbon County brand stout, and they branched out. And this was this one here is 2017, also, and I've had this one here, and I've enjoyed it a lot. It was really good. I reviewed it actually, and so I saw this, and I was with my loving wife picking up some beer and so forth, and we decided to go with this here. It's barley wine. It's really good, the one that I had. And before we go on any further on this bottle, let's say what the brewer has to say. Basically, the brewery's saying that this is aged in the second used barrels that were once home to Kentucky bourbon. This traditional English-style barley wine possesses the subtlety of flavor. Subtle flavor that only comes from a barrel that's gone through many seasons of ritual care. And those are the bourbon barrels. This year's variant will pick up more bourbon barrel character by switching from third to second use barrels. So it's stronger. The intricacy of the previous barrel denizens. You get the oak, the charcoal, the hints of tobacco and vanilla, and that signature bourbon heat, which because of the bourbon, the alcohol, are all present in this beer. So imagine that, the intricacies of the previous barrel denizens, that you get that oak out of it, the charcoal, the hints of a tobacco, and vanilla, and the signature bourbon heat are all present in this beer. Well, that's got something. You're going to get a hearty and complex Bourbon County brand barley wine in a titan and a timeline, a bold, flavorful journey to the craft of barrel aging. Now, basically, this here is a English-style barley wine aged in bourbon barrels. It goes with the 4.4% alcohol by volume. It's 60 international bitter units on this. 60. I guess it has to be that high. The color on this, they say, is going to be like a midnight. The hops in this are Millennium. Let's get a little closer here. The hops are Millennium. And the malts in this, two-row, black malt, caramel, chocolate, pale, and roast barley. Like I said, availability is, this is a limited release. This 16.9 ounce bottle. It's a limited release, and it comes out. I'm thinking they're coming out yearly on this, but I'm not really up on these. I just had to have a 2017 of one of these that I reviewed, and came across this, and decided to do a review on it, and basically to drink it. Let's open it up. Let's get a glass here. We got a glass. All right, from Merrimack Ales. Let's get his bottle opener. All right, the old-fashioned style, like that. Usually you see them. The whole. This is all Pabst Blue Ribbon, an old Pabst Blue Ribbon. Usually you see this style here, and that end on it here. Maybe I will go with this one here, with this version here that I'm used to opening bottles with. See if any vapors come out. Water vapors. All right. It's true to the color. Not much head on it. Oh, I can smell it from here. I can smell it from here. The aromas that just came out of that basically the alcohol The bourbon alcohol, that beer mix. Wow, that was something. All right, further on this one, this bourbon here, they come out, and I don't know what year they started, but this is 2017. These can be barrel aged. I mean, correction, not barrel aged. These can be cellar aged, and that's why they're dated. I got the dates right on them. This one's 10th of October, 2017. And let's see what this one here is. This is the 25th of September, 2017. This was 14.7, excuse me, percent alcohol. This was 14.4. And it hasn't, the retention on the head really is gone. There is no retention. And the left is kind of fast. But we'll see if we can get, excuse me, the aroma is there of all they're saying out of the oak, the charcoal, the hints of tobacco, and everything that goes with it. I'm thinking that this being strong like this, it would lose the head on it. Basically, this company, let's say a few words first. Goose Island basically started out as a single brew pub in Lincoln Park. It's a section of Chicago, Illinois. And that was in 1988. The founder then was John Hall. He's now the CEO, but he was the founder, John Hall. Like I said, started as a single brew pub in 1988. And then and that name, Goose Island, for this here brewery and many of the other brews that they brew, came from an island nearby, and called Goose Island, and they just went with the name with that. They now they opened a larger brewery in 1995, and they have a second one that they built in 1999 at Wrigleyville, and then, as we all know, in 2011 it was sold out to Anheuser-Busch. AB right here, Anheuser-Busch, sold out to Anheuser-Busch in 2011. That's just the way things go. And now the brewmaster now for this here is Brett Porter. Again, Brett Porter. So, no further ado, let's try this English style barley wine aged in bourbon barrels. So I guess we're going to experience some alcohol, I think, what they're saying. It's everything is coming out at once. All the aromas on this, that alcohol, that bourbon, some really spices. I'm getting like butterscotch. Again, like I say, the bourbon. Did I say bourbon already? Vanilla, caramel. Kind of like a sugary, sweet smell. Nutty. They just all come out at you at one time, all the aromas in this barley wine. To tell you the truth, I don't know if I ever had a barley wine. Possibility this may be the first. All right, cheers. Oh, the flavors that roll off the tongue. I have to say, delicious. It is delicious. But I'm getting a bourbony sweetness, not too overly sweet. It blends in basically with the caramel flavor of it, the vanilla, toffee. It's almost like port wine, even because of the mouthfeel. I want to say nutmeg. I don't know why I want to say nutmeg. And my wife uses nutmeg quite a bit. At times a lot of sweetness, but other mouthfuls not. Plums maybe in this, prunes. It has a lot of rich flavors, I'll tell you. Sweetness isn't too strong. It's there. Like it's on the tongue at first. As it travels, going to your back of the tongue, it goes to a somewhat sweetness. Then the caramel steps in, spiciness steps in, port wine, definitely the bourbon. Definitely the bourbon flavor, bourbon sweetness, the bourbon aroma. I mean, it mixes with that sweetness of the caramel. Definitely blended very well. Very well. It's got a medium body to full body as it goes over your tongue. Low carbonation for sure. And you get that very, very minor hot alcohol. You know, when you drink straight, say, bourbon whiskey, for example, how hot it seems on your throat. This is smooth. And it's not that kind of hot like the whiskeys that we'd be drinking. Every mouthful is flavorful. Every sip is flavorful. It just really represents the style of beer that they said it would be. It is good. This is a good, drinkable beer. I mean, I'm tasting lots of that sweet slash alcohol. The plum, I think it is, or prunes. Possibly the port wine, caramel. I mean, they just swirl around your tongue. The flavors on this. Beer Advocate gave a 4.52 out of 5. That means this is world class. It's a world class drink, is what they're saying. You've seen how it poured, that color of it. Dark brown. The head didn't stay at all, no retention to it, and I would expect that. It almost looked like orangey to the bottom of the glass, where its little light is refracting through. And even on the top, a little bit of that orangeness to it. This is really a good flavored, excuse me, a good flavored ale. Goose Island Bourbon County brand barley wine. I always like to look at the bottle. This was the cap that was on it. It's a simple Goose Island cap, beer company, Goose Island Beer Company. Now let's look at the bottle better. Barley wine, bottled by Goose Island Beer Company, Chicago. There it is, oak chocolate hints, vanilla, with the signature barrel character. That's for sure. You do get that barrel character of the bourbon in this. And there's a date on it. It must be the brewmaster's signature Brett. I think I said the name correct. Mr. Porter is the brewmaster. Old fashioned. I like these bottles. They got that embossed on it. Like I like that. Really a keeper. Well, you'll see it in the back here. The date on it, 2017, barley wine. That is nice. That is really a nice drinkable ale. I'm enjoying it. Excuse me. Take some more. It's just that. It's even like a kind of, I don't know, between the aroma or the taste, the nuttiness of it, kind of. I mean, the butterscotch. When they get that smell, it's the aroma is a butterscotch, bourbon, vanilla. I know I'm repeating myself, but it all comes out. They've blended this so well. The brewmaster, I have to take my hat off to him, has blended this so well and brewed a fine, fine ale, just like this one was. This was my first one. Well, this is the second bottle I had to buy. I had one before that I reviewed, and I just had to get another one, but saw this there and had to get this. try their barley wine. I think they have about 6 different flavors, close to it, give or take a flavor. But I bet, like both of these that I've had, they're rich flavors. Both of these have rich flavors. It says what it is on their computer, and it is what they're saying. I mean, it is what the brand that they're saying, and everything they say about it is that flavor. So, all right, with no further ado, I'm going to stay here for a while. I've got my treats my loving wife picks up for me. Today, some mixed nuts. I'll be here for a while. It's not the warmest day here in New England. This is a Saturday afternoon. It's nice here. Other than the fact that it's cloudy. You probably can tell from the lights, not too much light here in the desk here. But it's New England. Wait a while, the weather will change. So with that said, folks, this is very drinkable. Your opportunity to get it, you should get it. I don't remember what the price on this one was, but I did notice the price on this one here, and that was $12.95. I'm not a rich man by any means, but that's worth $12.95. It definitely is, and I think this was close in comparison on the price. Probably the same price. I wouldn't buy many of them, but I will buy it again if I see it. And if they have the other flavors, I will get the other flavors. I know it seems to be high price probably for one bottle, but this one bottle is going to last me. I'm going to be here a while sipping this. This is a sipping ale. You sip it. And I have my treats right there. My sipping, and I'll be here a while. I have some things to do on the computer. If I'm gulping and slurping, excuse me. All right, with that said, folks, if you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drive. Have a good day, folks. Ciao.